Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better Elsewhere podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is going on today?
What is up? What is up, Merc? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Had a good time yesterday. I went to Long Island for our fellow cast member Tenacious T's birthday. We had some wings. We went to toy stores and video game stores. We had a good time.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I
Happy
got
birthday,
him.
Tenacious T.
I got him X-Men Legends 1 and 2.
Oh, wow. Did you play a arm and a leg for
Not
those?
at all. I paid
Good.
$25 for both.
Good. Good.
So
Good.
he wanted a game for basic Xbox. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Have you ever played X-Men Legends?" And he was like, "Nah, I never played it." I was like, "This is probably one of the best X-Men games I ever played."
I agree.
There's like RPG elements and stuff like that. Raven Studios did it. 1 and 2, they're both great.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw one was like $12. Two was like $12.99. The dude gave me a little discount, and it was for his birthday. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll grab him." I got him for it. And so I was like, "Yo, now you gotta play X-Men. Now you gotta play it. Like, I want to hear reports on the fucking game."
But that wasn't his thing for the
No,
for
but
the the,
no, but I paid
the
money
Game
for
and
it.
Rage, was it?
Nah. His, you know what? His challenge, I gave him a good challenge, and he gave me a shitty challenge.
Well, okay. Well, which was which?
He gave me Home Alone for
Oh yeah,
NES.
that's right. You did. Yeah,
That
I
game
did hear Home
sucks.
Alone. Yeah, there's no good version of Home Alone,
No,
unfortunately.
I think I could finish it. Like, I kind of got really far the first time I played it. Like, I got to where, like, I watch. Honestly, I'd be straight up. I watched the video just to see the mechanics
Mm-hmm.
and seeing where it goes. So I was like, all right, I see where it goes. I see kind of where the game plays. But I've seen people beat it in like an hour.
Yeah, it's definitely not a long game.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to beat it. If I beat it, I'm gonna put it in the face. I'm gonna try my best to beat it. But I gave him amazing game. I gave him a funny game. I gave him a great storyline game and Ratchet and Clank.
Mm, gotcha.
Yeah, so
Does he have that?
no, he bought it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I was like, I prefer you play the original one because I didn't like the remastered one that much. It was a good game, but the movie elements of the story kind of annoyed me
Oh, okay. Okay.
because they added movie stuff into it.
As in like from a Ratchet and Clank movie?
Yeah, there was a Sony Ratchet and Clank movie,
I didn't even remember
but it was
that.
a CGI
Wow.
movie. That's why we didn't review it.
Okay, got you.
That's why I didn't make the
Gotcha.
list.
All right. All
It
right.
wasn't like CGI humans. It was just all CGI movie.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right.
So yeah, so it was nice. I was able to get my hands on the NECA Slash and Leatherhead from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NECA cartoon series
Okay.
figures. Went to Time Warp Toys, which was a amazing spot in Long Island. Yeah, it's so much shit. Like, yeah, fucking Tommy went in there and he was having heart problems just because how much shit that was in there. Like, his ADD was like, he didn't know what to fucking look at. There was so much shit that he was like, damn, I want to spend so much money right now. And it's really well organized. It has a lot of cool stuff. It has a lot of pops. It has a lot of wrestling. It has a lot of Power. It has a little bit of Power Rangers. It has some stuff Power Rangers. It had a lot of Ninja Turtles and things like that. It has sports and all that stuff. Comic books. Everything you name it, they probably had it there. So it was cool.
Nice.
Cool
Nice.
little spot. But yeah, it was fun. Easy week. I finished WandaVision Friday. Well, I'd say felt the show was an amazing show. I think Elizabeth Olsen killed it in the show, like acting wise, and the way she was doing her thing. I swear she should get something for this show because she was amazing in it.
Mm.
And it
Okay.
touched the heart, it touched the mind. It pretty much really like told a great story. And I think this is something that's gonna be the beginning of a lot of things a bit Marvel and then the new phase of MCU. I think the new phase is just making. I think this phase right now, the phase that we're in for the MCU, is making a new world.
Okay.
And I
All
think
right.
that's what it is. I think it's building the foundation of a new team, a new everything. And I think that's where it's going. And then phase 2 I think is going to be the big villain showcase. And then I think the third one is going to be like the big finale, but I think they're going to do it in threes, but I think this phase is going to be one of the longest ones.
So how many more? shows do they have
So this
for this
year,
universe?
you got Falcon and Winter Soldier, which starts next Friday, which I'm excited for because I really like the Baron Zemo character in Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
I liked his character a lot, and he had a reason to do what he did. So like I felt I like it's kind of like Killmonger. Like Killmonger, you like understood him, and he was like, I actually agree with you, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
So I think Baron Zemo had the same kind of characteristics as the fact that you agreed with him. He was like, yeah, y'all fucked up. Y'all killed my family.
Mm-hmm.
I want to kill y'all now. And that's how he felt. So now he's getting the whole full Baron Zemo costume and all that shit. And I'm actually really excited about it because I like when they use.
Is he gonna wear that
the purple
bag
suit, yeah.
on his head?
The purple suit, yep.
Man, no, that thing is not purple. That thing is pink.
No, it's kind of
most often is drawn. I know it can be purple.
Yeah.
But most often is drawn bright pink.
It's like a dark pinkish. Like it's not full
fuchsia?
pink.
Fuchsia
It's
like that?
it's a dark red. But I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see what the storyline they're bringing. They're bringing U.S. Agent. They have the whole story of Winter Soldier and Falcon. So I'm actually really excited to see it. A lot of people are not really that keen on it, but I'm excited to see it. That's the next one. When that finishes, Loki starts. So Loki would be right after that.
Have they said what genre of shows these are going to be? I assume they're not going to just all be dramas and stuff.
So I think Falcon Arrows, Falcon and Winter Soldier is going to be more action. I feel like in the lines of Winter Soldier, but with comedy. They're going to have a lot of like one-liners and shit.
Okay.
But I feel like it's going to be more in the lines of Winter Soldier because the writers of Winter Soldier wrote the show.
What do you think about the Loki one?
Loki's storyline that there's based on is a crazy ass storyline. This is when Loki becomes president of the United States.
Oh, that's interesting.
And so in the beginning, in the trailer, you see him with the vote for Loki and shit like that. So I'm very interested to see what they do with that. Seeing that he got the Tesseract back because of Endgame and shit, we'll see where that goes.
All right.
And then
that's cool.
There's a lot more down the road of TV shows. And I actually like that MCU is doing this because not everything needs a movie. I feel like not every character could be a movie.
All right, I see that.
And I feel like the TV shows kind of help you build a character that doesn't have like a big like blockbuster storyline that is going to get people hooked. But if you do it in 8 episodes in a smaller tale that you could just watch on your streaming service, I think you appreciate the character more because you're actually getting more bang for your buck.
Well, I mean, the way things are going now,
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt because people are at home and you give them more content to watch. They'll be apt to watch it instead of being like, oh, I just saw this one movie and I thought it sucked.
Yeah, so I think it's Loki in June. I think it's Falcon Arrow, and then Loki in June. Then it's What If in July. Which I'm.
That's going to be a full series as well.
So What If is going to be an animated series.
But regardless, it's going to be like full amount
it's going
of
to be.
episodes.
It's I think it's going to be 10 episodes or 8 episodes.
Okay. All right.
But some of the stories is like, what if T'Challa got sent to space instead of Star-Lord?
Oh, okay.
Like, what if Black Panther became Star-Lord?
What about my favorite? What if Punisher kills the Marvel Universe? Come on, do it.
I don't think
the
one's there yet, but then again, they haven't listed all the episodes yet.
That's what I'm here.
I think the only one
let's go crazy.
The only 2 things they showed was the Marvel zombies.
I mean, that's the step in the direction. He's gonna have to kill them all.
Yeah, and then they also showed Peggy Carter as Captain Britain.
Oh, I didn't.
That she took the serum. Oh. She took the super serum.
Captain Britain or America?
Well, she's British.
Oh yeah, she is, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. So those are the 2.
I got the people confused. I'm thinking of her daughter.
Yeah.
Thinking of Sharon Carter.
Oh, okay.
The blonde lady.
Yeah, she's actually in Falcon Winter Soldier.
Cause isn't she something in Shield or?
I think she's the one
related to Captain America.
So they had Mockingbird. They had Mockingbird already. So I think she's gonna be Diamondback.
Isn't that a villain though?
No, Diamondback. Not Diamondback. Crystal is Alias. Jessica Jones.
Said Crystal?
Yeah, not Crystal.
No,
Fuck.
come on. You said Diamondback. I'm like, wasn't
No.
she bad and then she fell in love with Hawkeye or something like that? It was a whole thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters that could be something. I'm not too sure. I think it's Diamondback, because I think she was the because she was the character that was responsible for Captain America's death.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Hmm.
but that's an old character I know
Yeah.
that used to be a hero or something like that, or vice versa. She was a
Yeah.
villain that became a hero.
Yeah.
And she's not the lady that was in the that super villain team? What was it? That
Thunderbolts.
was just Is that the same person?
No, I think that's
That's no,
someone.
that's Mockingbird. That's Mockingbird.
Mockingbird. No, that was
Yeah, no, I'm thinking
yeah,
of I'm
Mockingbird's
thinking of
right.
her.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of her, and that's the lady who
And the
was
thing
who
is,
was the villain.
Mockingbird been on a show already. She was on Agents of Shield.
Do they keep the same actors and actresses
Yeah,
from Agents
because
of Shield?
the main dude and the girl, she's gonna recast her as her character. So I don't know if they're gonna redo Mockingbird, even though the Endgame thing kind of changed storylines and shit like that. So you could bring certain characters back and whatnot, but
Mm-hmm.
who knows? Who knows?
Okay.
But we got What If coming. After that, I think then they have other ones after that, which they announced She-Hulk getting a show. They announced Moon Knight getting a show. They announced who else was another character?
When is Spider-Ham?
Spider-Ham. He better get a show. But then it's Sony.
That's what I want.
Sony be an asshole about it.
They own Ham? They don't. They come on. They own the Ham. I'm so upset. Don't tell me that.
They own the Ham. Howard the Duck was supposed to get a cartoon series written by Kevin Smith.
Why not? Well, I mean, he could do a lot better than what we saw. That's all I have to say.
Yes. A preview of the later cast. But I think Kevin Smith is writing it. And that was supposed to be a Netflix show, but I think it's going to Hulu.
All right. As long as they didn't cancel it, that's fine.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. We'll see where it goes. But there's a lot of stuff Marvel's going, and then Black Widow's gonna finally get released in the movie theaters. And then that's the movie fronts. Like they still have Shang-Chi that's coming out in July. You have Eternals coming out in November. So there's a lot of shit. MCU is gonna just flood us with content.
Oh, well, speaking of content, I have to ask you the weekly question. Hey, Merc, when are you gonna install Fortnite? Because this week's newest, I can't believe this character is in Fortnite, is Ant-Man, and it's the movie Ant-Man specifically.
Yeah.
So when we gonna get? When we gonna get?
I'll download it today.
And he's tiny too.
Yeah.
Wait a second, because I'm looking at the promo, and they're just showing the ground.
Yeah.
All close up, and it's supposed to be like, oh yeah, it's Ant-Man. But you can't even see him. That's pretty funny. But it's official.
I just read something funny and it just made me crack up. AEW just trademarked Captain Insano. You might be right.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Dude?
I think you're right.
All right.
Are you looking forward to this Snyder cut of the Justice League movie?
Nah. I had enough with the first one. I'm good.
Yeah. We might have to have the panel because I know Tommy wants to be on that cast if we do it, and then his brother as well.
I mean, I'll watch it for a cast, but I mean, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have no interest.
I feel the same thing. If I'm not watching for a cast, I'm not watching it.
True.
But I feel like we need to watch it because we did the DC.
Oh yeah, the Jinkies just chimed in and said, "What about MODOK?" Yeah, I saw the preview. Yeah. He looks pretty funny.
I forgot about MODOK, but yeah, MODOK, it is one.
It's gonna be animated.
Yeah,
it looks.
That's a Hulu show.
Like it might be written well.
So like, that one is a little separate because that's a Hulu show. It's not. Part of the Disney Plus. I was going by what Disney Plus has.
Okay.
So MODOK looks good though.
It's all good.
Yeah, MODOK looks good, and as Pat Oswalt was, I think, talking him.
Yeah, he's the voice. Yeah,
that looks cool. I think Hulu has 2 other ones too. I think they have Silk coming to Hulu.
Really?
Which Silk is that Spider-Man chick. Yeah.
A what though? An animated thing?
It's gonna be a TV show.
Really?
Yeah.
That's I didn't. Yo, okay. Listen, they've been having articles left and right. People been speculating about Moon Knight getting a movie, getting
He's getting
a
a TV show.
Keanu Reeves.
No.
When the hell is Moon Knight?
So
That's
Moon
all I
Knight got
want.
casted already. So is that Oscar, that dude from Star
Oh, the dude
Wars?
from Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He's playing Moon Knight. Ethan Hawke got casted for one of the villains, and that's a TV series. It's going to be an 8-part TV series.
Oh, finally. Okay. They better not cancel it. That's
Moon
all I'm
Knight-
saying. I better not hear no, there was trouble in production.
Yeah.
Man, Moon Knight has not been getting his due and has been getting dunked on all since I've known of the character.
Yeah.
Just people just come out of nowhere taking shots.
I think
Why you gotta call him a bootleg Batman? He's wearing all white. Stop it. I don't care if he flies a moon-shaped ship that looks like the bat plane.
And
He's wearing all white.
He also got a lot of money.
But so does Tony Stark.
Also, Iron
Come
Fist.
on,
Everyone forgets Iron Fist got money.
He has his own corporation.
Yeah.
Stop it. But they love to dunk on Moon Knight.
Moon Knight's an interesting character because Moon Knight is like a schizophrenic fucking character as well.
The
He has
one
like
I know
multiple
the
mentalities in his
most,
fucking head.
yeah, the personalities. The one I know about the most was the latest one where they tried to explore like his mental state and put that as a forefront. And he was like the first issues start with him in this insane asylum and whatnot.
That book was so good.
Like, yeah, I'm saying though, it is.
Yeah.
If people just stay steady with the
yeah, that was really good. I'm actually excited to see Moon Knight. I actually excited to see the suit. I'm like excited to see a Moon Knight suit.
I just would like to see, based on that stuff the last stuff that they put out of the character, can they tackle that with any type of real, I don't know, class? You know what I'm saying? Because mental health is a thing that it's a touchy subject.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna have a character that's schizophrenic, like I want to see can they do it?
Maybe he could be a forefront like Deadpool, like for cancer, like a lot of kids with cancer and things like that love that character because of that. Like he was the healer and things like that.
They apparently like to say the F word too.
He also likes to do the F word. I heard that there's little troubles with Ryan Reynolds and the production crew for Deadpool right now.
Is it because he can't say the F word?
I think is the fact that they have two different ideas of what they want the movie to be, and Ryan Reynolds refuses to do it if he doesn't do it the way he wants to do it.
I think that's the way you should handle it. Don't try to change the man's vision because he's willing to put in all that work.
Yeah, 100%. You look at the first two. Fox didn't believe it, and look what happened.
That's true.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. A lot of MCU stuff, but the DC stuff with the whole Justice League, the Snyder Cut. I'm not crazy about it because I really did not like that movie. And they were like, "Oh, but he's Josh Whedon. He did this, he did that." I was like, I feel like there's a lot of the original content part of it, and you're just blaming somebody to point fingers on.
Yeah, but it just wasn't compelling enough to have me excited for any more of it. You know what I mean?
like I did see Batman vs Superman. That's all Snyder.
I didn't like that at all.
Exactly. So I was like, yeah, I the Snyder Cut bullshit. Like we saw Batman vs Superman. I didn't like that one either.
Like, sir, your style is just not for me.
It's just like morbid and dark and boring.
And I get that for Batman, but for Superman, come on, bro.
I am looking forward to the Batman, the one with Robert Pattinson. Like I'm looking for that one. That one looks interesting. But Justice League, the Snyder Cut, I am not. I feel like I'm going to line up forcing myself to watch it.
Yeah, I could definitely understand that. I'm probably going to be in the same boat.
I'm going to buy 2 packs of the Broken Skull IPA, and then I'll watch that movie.
Oh, man. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
And every time, I got to find something that was going to annoy me, and then I'll drink to it. Every time it goes black and white.
And Batman say Martha again?
Every time it goes black and white.
Does it do that a lot? I don't remember.
I think it's going to happen now because I think they kind of want to make sure this is part of the cut, and I think they're gonna make those scenes in like a black, white, and color, like kind of like 300 in the way that was filmed, kind of like that. I don't know. Like I don't know what to think about it. Like I'm not excited for it whatsoever. Everyone's like,
and isn't it 4 hours?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to 4 hours. I fuck 4 hours. That's 4 hours of my life, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I
No
might
thank
have to
you.
do? I might have to put it on my laptop and play Assassin's Creed while I watch it.
I mean, why not? See, that's why I like picture in picture. I can
Yeah,
watch it while I'm playing something.
yeah, I might have to do that. Um, I am looking forward to King Kong Godzilla.
I could take it or leave it, and
I,
I only say that because I feel like this is a movie to make King Kong win, and King Kong is an asshole. I don't like King Kong. I really don't.
what if, what if, what's his name?
Now, don't get me wrong. Godzilla is a force of nature, and he just destroys stuff. But I feel like King Kong is an asshole.
What if Gazuki low blows King Kong,
If Godzuki's in that movie, I'm gonna watch it.
and then
That's all I
and
need.
then Godzilla gets a chair and whacks him with it?
I mean, what, like Roman Reigns?
Stone Cold stuns him.
He just jumps on him and chokes King Kong out. All right.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that movie. The only thing is, I'll say this to everyone: I hate the people. I don't care about the people. I don't care about your lives. I don't care how you survive. I don't care if y'all live or die. I want to see Godzilla and King Kong fight. I don't give a fuck about y'all.
True that.
The plot could just be them two fighting the whole movie, and I'm excited for that. I could care less about everything else around the fucking movie.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Because
You're not
honestly,
wrong.
you asked me what was the plot of Godzilla of the side of besides Godzilla, I had no fucking clue.
I only know the message of the original one
Mm-hmm.
is about the horrors of nuclear war.
Yeah, stop dumping shit because you get Godzilla.
But
He angry.
well, no, it's from the war. From we dropped a bomb on their asses.
Exactly. They blamed us. They blame us
And
for
Godzilla came out of the muck. So
This is your fault.
King Kong is just a freak of nature, and then he just grabbed white women. That's all I know about King Kong. Why you gotta keep grabbing up women?
Because
I'm
the
just
Japanese
saying.
guys, men,
You
like
ain't helping
white women.
nobody. He ain't helping nobody.
He was hungry.
Damn, that makes it even worse.
You like white meat.
You just eat a raptor, dog. He came from the island of dinosaurs, and well, they chained him up and took him.
Maybe he's
But
watching
anyway.
his cholesterol and he's watching his weight. You
All
see
right,
how
you
big
know
he
what?
is.
You know what? Yeah, but he still sucks.
I'm looking forward to that. Actually, I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm just saying, I'm looking forward to that movie more than Justice League Snyder Cut. I'm looking forward to the Mortal Kombat more than the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that more than all of them, actually. And I saw they just confirmed Johnny Cage. I didn't think you needed to do that, but Johnny Cage is in the Mortal Kombat movie. Surprise,
I want
surprise.
Miz, and I want Miz as Johnny Cage.
He would have been the perfect, yeah. Yeah.
Miz 100% admitted that he based his character off of Johnny Cage.
Oh, really?
His
Okay.
character, his character of right now, his character right now is based on Johnny Cage. Like he's the type to give you an autograph and fucking kick you in the face.
This is true.
And he actually has a picture of him and the original Johnny Cage together, and them giving each other the autograph.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity there.
yeah.
He definitely should have been doing
I
that.
want to see Miz as Johnny Cage.
I mean, it's a damn shame he got his ass beat and his belt taken less than a
Exactly.
week after he
Give him
won it.
something
But
else.
what? Whatever.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
yeah. Give him something else then. Like, give him some love. Anyway, any new games? What have you been playing?
No, I haven't been playing it. I've seen a lot of stuff show up.
Yeah.
I've still been playing Neo 2, which is a great game. If
Cool.
you haven't played it, play it. I'm interested in Diablo 2, and they just announced that I don't have original data, but that's kind of crazy because Diablo 2 is like 20 years old or something like that. And it's just said that the new one, Diablo 2 Resurrected, will carry over your save data from the original game. That's nuts.
That is crazy.
That's the type of love that people should be doing. But I will say that's kind of only possible on PC because
Yeah,
I don't think Diablo 2 was on anything else.
yeah.
Like, I think only Diablo 1 was on PS1. You know what I mean? Diablo 2 was not on PS2 or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, but that's something that you can only get from that type of platform.
Yeah.
I saw that Fall Guys got bought by Epic, which is like, damn, they're gonna buy everybody.
Yeah,
Um, I can't wait till they. Maybe Epic should buy Mass Effect from EA.
man.
Cause you know what?
Anybody just
At
take it
least
away
they
from
got the
me.
money. They got the uninterrupted cash flow.
Yeah,
And then, yo, just imagine we get Commander Shepard, both of them,
yeah,
male Shep and fem Shep, in Fortnite.
yeah. Oh, did
What
you
if you got? What if you got Garrus? Who's your favorite Mass Effect character? Is it
Garrus?
Garrus?
Yeah, Garrus.
If you had Garrus in Fortnite, would you play it?
I still haven't played it, and Deadpool is my favorite character being in it,
Oh
so I don't
man,
know. I got you know what? I told you I'll download it today. I'll make sure I download it today. Um, yeah, like I honestly I think anyone that just takes Mass Effect away from EA, that would be great.
we still
Please.
got like 2 more months to see what this collection is gonna be like. Though
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the previews. I am not buying it day one.
You
I
know,
refuse to.
all right. So yeah, I was telling you I was at a retro game store. Guess how much they sell Mass Effect Andromeda for?
$3.99.
$2.99.
What? All right, that's right. That's right. They know.
$2.99. I was like,
They know.
damn, that's not even worth it.
No value. No value. You had to pay
Oh
for the
man.
disc. That's it.
Shout out to Jinkies spending way too much money on that game.
I mean,
Because I know
he,
he's
he
listening.
got his rover. He got his rover. He's good.
Because I know he's listening.
He got something out of it.
He got what? A empty pocket
I mean,
and
well,
false hopes.
false hopes. Yeah, that's worth a lot. Unfortunately, worth a lot.
uh,
They're
I'm
just
sorry,
taking
Jinkies.
advantage of people, man.
Mhm.
They gotta stop it. Need to cut that out.
They saw him coming a mile away.
They was
When
like,
they made
oh,
these
man.
things, they were like, you know what? See that guy right there? That's who it's for.
The guy with the N7 shirt,
Yep.
get him.
Get him.
Shame on them, man. Shame on them for taking advantage of people like that.
Oh man.
I think that was one of the first games, though. I'll be honest with you. That was one of the first games where I really stuck to the principle of I'm not buying it until the reviews come out,
Yeah.
because I was hyped too, but I was like something about it not being done by the A team,
Yeah.
the A BioWare team. Once I found that out, I was like, I gotta wait.
I got worried once
wait.
the guys started dropping out.
Yeah,
They
That's-
started dropping
that's
out
true.
like towards the ending of the production, and that's when I was like, I still line up. You know what? I pre-ordered it and I didn't pay for it. Like I fucking when I did a big trade in and shit. So it was one of those games I got with the big trade I did. So I was not like really paying for it, but I played it. I tried it. I tried playing. I think I did. I think I did a good 40 hours into the game.
did it bug out for you?
It bugged out quite a few times, and I just
That's
had
the
no
thing,
interest in the story. I did not like the story,
That was the thing that made me the maddest, was the bugging out.
and
Because I could have got past the story if it wasn't engaging, because I saw it tried to carry the legacy of the multiplayer.
yeah,
But when I saw people glitching off the level, and I saw
Yeah.
people like the glitching over cover,
Yeah.
getting stuck in the walls, falling through the planet, just like
yeah.
nah, bro, it's not for me.
Yeah, like I felt the same way. Like I just couldn't get into the story. Like I really couldn't get into it. I didn't really care about the side characters at all. Like none of them
Yeah.
had that interest that like the first three gave me. So I didn't care about the characters at all.
And the
either.
face glitches, that was
Yeah.
the other thing.
Yeah.
Yo, the face glitches.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hopefully the remaster is good. I just want to bring him up. Yakuza, Like a Dragon, PS5 and Xbox Series One are finally released, or they gave you a big update. The sad thing is you can't roll over your save file.
That's a travesty. How dare they?
You think? I have 102 hours on that fucking game. I had to do it all over again
Now you
just to
just
see
gonna
a
look at the
shiny
title
glimpse
screen.
of PS5.
You're just gonna look at the title screen and you're just gonna be like, I can't do it. I can't press start.
I did that the other
Can't press
day.
start.
I was just looking at it. I'm like, do I gotta start this shit over again? I'm just looking at it. I'm like, fuck. Luckily, I do know a lot of the exploits that you could do to build up and like that. So I'm like, all right, it'll be a little easier because I know that fairy bum will be around, and all I have to do is just keep going back and forth to his ass and take him out and fucking raise my guy up extremely fast.
All right, that's good. That's
So
good.
at least I know the little exploits here and there. I do like the story enough to go through it again. I'm not gonna do it just yet. I'm gonna finish Valhalla first, which I'm maybe 80% right now.
Damn, man. You was at 70 something like 2 weeks ago. Come on.
Dude,
Like,
I
how big
barely.
is that damn game?
It's big, dude. Every time I fucking clear an island, they add another island. I'm like,
Are
fuck.
they at, do they know you're playing it and they just be like, yo, he ain't
Yo, let's
finished
fuck
yet?
with
All
this
right, put
guy.
another one.
Exactly. Let's name it like Zimbabwe, and then it's like, what? What's
I
that?
can't
That's
read
not even
that.
in part of Europe.
You know what's funny though? Uh, I feel like that's kind of what they turn into. It's just like they got bigger and bigger and bigger. So,
Yeah, like
yeah.
that game became like a big exploration game because you could actually turn off all the map shit and just fucking
Wow.
explore the game yourself. Like no maps,
Do
no
you
indications anywhere.
do you get a trophy for that?
No, I
They
think
should give
Odyssey
you a
you
trophy
did.
for that.
I think Odyssey you did.
Oh, oh, okay, okay. Wow,
Not completing the game, but using that mode.
that's not bad.
But Valhalla is good. It's an interesting story. It got me to watching the show Vikings, which I just started. I'm
That's
at
the one with
season.
Edge.
Yeah, Edge is in it. He's in season 5, I think. But I'm at
Oh,
season 4, and I'm digging it. It's a lot of blood and guts, and a
mm-hmm.
lot of crazy storylines. A lot of betrayal, always betrayal amongst family and friends and other people. But it's really good. It's really well done show for History Channel. It's really well done.
Okay, that's
So
cool.
definitely watch it. It's on the Hulu. All the seasons.
Okay, okay.
Um,
I know one thing I saw picking up traction as news that was making me angry because there's still no pictures or confirmation from Nintendo
yeah,
was Bloomberg picking up the story that that the Super Switch or whatever name,
yeah,
the like, Switch Pro is a real thing. There's people they supposedly there's a source who talked about production line information,
yeah,
not confirmed from Nintendo, just oh, there's 7-inch screens, 7-inch OLEDs,
yeah.
and there's a new battery type that's going to be used, and combined with the OLED is going to even further prolong the battery life, which is like supposed to be,
Yeah,
hey,
because
all right.
the updated system I think goes for 8 to 10 hours. So I
Hmm.
think they're going for like 14 to 16 hours.
And then the other bit of news was like, in addition to this, we're going to do they're planning docked to be 4K, and the screens are going to be
Yeah,
720p, which they say an OLED is not bad, so that's whatever. But it was just like all this news, and ain't nobody from Nintendo say a goddamn thing. And it's just like, what is going on? Like at this
it's like
point,
it's like someone telling me, "Yo, you want to know what I heard?" Kind of
yeah.
shit, right?
But it's almost like everybody's pushing them to make it. It's
Yeah,
like Nintendo's not making it, and then every other week there's a new story about it, and a new story, and a new
I
story,
feel
and
like
I'm like,
Nintendo sees the news and like,
yeah, they just laughing.
like you won't get the same Mario. You won't get another Mario game. That's what we're gonna give you,
Yeah, and I'm just like,
and it's gonna be a remaster of like Mario's Missing.
you say that, you say that like they won't do it.
I know they will. Don't do that, please. If you're gonna remake something, remake RPG.
You know what? If you want to make something, remake the first 3 games. I would like to see what style they could pull off if they remade Mario 1, 2, and 3. And I mean, you could do World, but I would like to see a new
Like the
like maybe
3D.
a new pixel style, maybe a new art style. Because I feel like the one I think that could really get a major overhaul and still be true to the classic is Mario 3 because it's a stage production.
Yeah.
And I wish like they had the graphics and technology to make it like
I think
look like a stage
you
production.
know what game that they could what game art that they could possibly use for that one just because how it's set because it kind of reminds me of the Link Awakening.
No, don't do that.
I wouldn't want to do that, but I could see them using that.
I was gonna say Paper Mario.
I wouldn't mind like a shell shade, like a cartoony looking version.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't
But
mind
I just
that.
mean for that one specifically. I don't mean for all of them.
Like
But
a
I would like,
Wind Waker, but like side scroller.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
I mean some crazy big budget production.
I honestly will take the new Super Mario like style and just make a remake master of all 3 games.
Okay.
I
Okay.
like the original Mario. Like I will replay the original Mario if it had like a more updated thing. Because even the old graphics, I like it. Because honestly, if you really think about like Mario All Stars, like this SNES cartridge, that was like the first ever like remastered game,
You're right. You're right.
and they
I didn't
remastered the
like
original.
it. I didn't like 3 in that style though. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I just didn't like it.
I think my favorite version of 3 was the Advance, the Mario 4,
I
Advance
wish I
4.
Mark, I wish I played that.
Yeah,
I worked at Pokemon when that game came out.
yeah.
I could have got it for free or a discount, and I just neglected to get it.
I think that's my favorite version of Mario 3 because one, they added the coins. So they made
Mm-hmm.
it gave you repay values to the stages because you had to
Yep.
collect all 5 coins and shit. And I think it played slightly better than the All Stars in the
And
original.
there was another feature.
Yeah,
Another feature that I could have taken advantage of, having access to all those cards. It was compatible with the
yeah,
e-reader, and you could put in the suits and
yeah,
different things.
yeah,
I think that was the only way to get Yoshi. I think it was like you can get Yoshi in that game, but you had to use the e-reader.
yeah, yeah,
So like, yeah, that game was crazy. That one and the Super Mario Advance, the first one, when they
yeah,
remade Super Mario World, when they put those extra special levels in that game,
yeah,
yeah, that was cool. And they
yeah,
put Luigi in there with the jump.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would like again like if you actually like if you like imagine doing Mario 3 with the available of Toad, Luigi, and Princess, but with all the
mm-hmm,
attributes they had in Mario 2.
mm-hmm.
It'll change the game completely because then you like I think Princess would be the easy mode
Yeah,
because she could float through everything and shit like that,
mm-hmm.
and then Toad would be the like I don't know, you could
He'd
do
probably
shit
be the
like that.
hard mode
Yeah,
because he's faster, but he doesn't jump as I think jump as far or something like that.
yeah, yeah. So I would like I actually would take a Mario like original Mario remake and just like I just would like to see the work put into it.
I take a Mario too. I like that game.
Yeah,
I like it
that
more
was an
than the first
interesting
one.
one. That was one of the challenges I gave Tommy. I think that was like our first challenge.
Yeah. Did
Yeah,
he finish it? Oh, he
yeah, he
didn't
did
finish
beat it. He beat it. Yeah, he beat
it.
it,
Okay.
and was pissed so pissed that it was just a fucking dream.
Hey man,
Yeah,
they had to find a way to make that story make sense.
yeah, right. Man. Anyway,
Have you ever seen Doki Doki Panic in action?
yes, I have.
It's the exact same game.
Yay! I got my Retromania coming.
You got your code for it? I mean,
Yeah,
not
I
your
got
code, but you
my
got the
tracking.
notification that it's coming, the physical one.
Yeah, I got the physical Switch copy, but I might buy it on PS4 4 or 5 just to I'm just want to support the game because I know this guy fucking really worked to get that game going.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to get the I'll probably buy twice.
That's good. I mean, listen, I'm glad they actually it's a thing.
Yeah,
I told you about the podcast I heard with the creator with Tommy Dreamer.
yeah,
I heard over the weekend, and just to hear how his first this is the thing I didn't mention on other podcasts, but the first thing he mentioned when he came up with, I guess, the idea and was ready to start work,
yeah,
he said the word spiritual successor, and then he saw the feedback, and it was just like, oh, not another spiritual successor from like the fans. It was like,
yeah,
at that point, you know what? I knew I had to get the official rights to be the official sequel.
yeah,
And then it was like to hear him have to not journey to, but basically try to get in contact with Technos of Japan,
yeah,
and then to find out that they went bankrupt and sold to this company and then sold to another company,
yeah,
and then eventually he had to deal with Arxis, which is the people responsible for Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball, the engine for Dragon Ball Fighters and stuff. And it's like, damn, dude.
yeah,
And he was like, all it took was one person to pay attention. It was like, it worked out.
yeah,
Somebody was like, yeah, we're not using this. And you know what's funny was like a sticking point was Tommy Dreamer mentioned, yeah, well, thank goodness WWE didn't own it.
yeah,
Because you know all the characters in there.
yeah,
And if they had not just been like licensing it and
yeah.
had owned the IP, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it
'Cause-
would have been a problem, and they would never been able to keep up with that. Because even WWE don't even own the license for the WWF WrestleFest, because honestly, you would think that they would try to remake that or resell that somehow.
No, they just didn't care back then.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
yeah, and it was an LGN. Thank God.
I was turned into a claim.
Yeah. Anyway,
God damn it.
what else we got? Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. I was looking at that. I was part of their Kickstarter. I got the Switch the physical copy. I might pick it up on the PS4 just because I want to support the game. But I was especially seeing like Matt Cardona and someone that don't play video games whatsoever, Brian Myers, actually playing it and like really getting into it. It was something that I'm actually looking forward to playing.
Mm-hmm.
So
because it's easy, it's hard to master, easy to pick up and play. So that's good.
Yeah. So and WrestleFest was the same thing. Like WrestleFest wasn't an easy game whatsoever.
Well,
once you
could kind of blame it. You kind of blame it on old school arcade design because it was made to take your money.
Yep. Because once you got to Legion of Doom, they got like Affinity Health and like 10,000 supers.
Oh my goodness!
And your guy was tired as fuck.
I don't even know. I don't think I made it past like the third team because I made it to. I remember. See, it was interesting that I even got to play it because it was just real nothing arcade inside of like a candy store that was close to my Catholic school.
Yeah. And
so we went in there and played the game. It was just like, why is this here? But whatever. And it was a 4-player version, and me and my friend used to team up against the computer, and we used to get kind of far, and then we used to just get decimated. So yeah.
Yeah, the decimated happened to Legion of Doom. It's always Legion of Doom. They're fucking assholes.
I think the big boss man whipped our ass.
Yeah. And there was only like two like official tag teams in that game. There was like Legion of Doom and Demolition.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest were like singles, like Hogan. I was sad Macho Man was not in that game.
True.
I would have used him all the time.
Did you ever play the Game Boy one that looked like it used the sprites from that one?
Yes.
It wasn't exactly like related to it, but it used the big chunky wrestler sprites.
Yeah.
And it had the little MIDI versions of the theme songs and a little picture that showed up. Yeah.
Sad.
That was a good one. And that one had Macho Man.
Yes. So I guess we get into our verdict.
Man, this movie sucks.
Our 2 decades of
this week
superhero movies.
This week, you got me watching this damn interspecies erotica called Howard the Duck from 1986.
That's like the perfect way to example this.
Yeah, just thank you, Kevin Smith, for that one. Is PG, was an hour and 50 minutes. Action adventure comedy. Felt like a rom-com.
Yeah.
And it debuted August 1st, 1986 in the U.S. This movie stars Leah Thompson as Beverly Whistler. Did not remember that she also played the mom from Back to the Future.
Yes.
Back to the Future 2 and Back to the Future 3. She was not in the first one. Jeffrey Jones, R.I.P. as Dr. Walter Jennings.
I love some kind of wonderful.
I didn't see that.
I like that movie.
Oh wait, no, he's still with us. All right. Unless they don't have his thing down that he passed.
Nah, I don't think he passed away yet.
All right, that's good. Because I thought
see if he did anything currently.
The last I see it is 2019.
2019, so that's not far. He was in Deadwood.
Yeah. But if you've seen 80s movies back in the day, so if you saw Beetlejuice, if you saw, what was it? Wasn't he in Ferris Bueller?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
One of my favorite movies he's in is The Pest.
Oh, The Pest, dude. Yeah.
He hunted him.
But his overacting and being a crazy person is the best.
Yeah.
And in this movie is no exception. You got Tim Robbins as Phil Blumberg.
Way before Shawshank Redemption.
Yes. Yeah.
Before the Academy Awards.
I couldn't stand him in this movie.
Yeah.
Just the worst. Ed Gale, which is the credited Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
And then you have Chip Zien, which is also credited in the opening credits as the voice of Howard the Duck. So one of them was in the suit, and one of them was the voice. But also, you read the credits here, you see that it has a ton of people. I guess for the special effects part, the animatronics. So
Yeah.
there's like 7 people that worked on being Howard the Duck. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What else you have? Paul Guilfoyle, who is the Lieutenant Welker. He was actually a major character. He was a cop. That was like sent out the duck hunt. He didn't want to say duck hunt. I thought that was funny. Is it duck hunt? Don't you even start. And then we also have a young Holly Robinson Pete as Casey, a member of the band the Cherry Bombs.
Yes.
So
she was hanging Mr. Cooper.
Much later.
Jump Street.
So she went on to do bigger and better things. Definitely bigger and better than this
so
damn
bigger. Not so bigger. Hopefully better.
No. 21 Jump Street. I give it all the credit in the world. 21 Jump Street and Hanging with Mr. Cooper are definitely bigger than this movie. I don't care what anybody says.
You could question Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I think that show had like one good season.
Did it only have one season?
No, it had 3 seasons.
No, I think it had 2. I think it had 2.
3, because Raven-Symoné was in the last one.
Wow. I might have missed that one. All I remember was...
Raven-Symoné was in the second and third.
Gooding.
Yeah.
Okay. All I remember was Omar Gooding, and I remember him from Wild and Crazy Kids. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
And I saw him once in a KFC in Harlem.
Yes.
And I did not blow his cover. That's all.
Yes. Yeah. So he, she. Hanging with Cooper, I think it was 3 seasons. The first one was with the 2 roommates. The second one, that's when I think he became a school teacher and shit. And he had his sister move with him, and then Raven-Symoné came in the second and third season.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I like that show.
That goes better.
I like that show a lot. That was the after school show. That was the cartoons went on show.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I remember. It was like after like 4:30 or whatever. It was like, Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Cooper. Man, Hulu was trying their best to get me to watch that show after any show I will watch. Like I'll finish the season of Bob's Burgers, and it will come out. Hey, next up, Hangry Mr. Cooper. Like, no, I don't want to watch that show. Stop trying to force Cooper on me.
That's really funny and random. Damn.
Yeah, like it won't even be like a show of this genre.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with Bob's Burger. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's like crazy. Bob's Burger. Like I think I was watching Scrubs. It was like, hey, Hangry Mr. Cooper. Like, I don't want to watch this damn show. What? Stop that shit, Hulu. I'll punch you.
Oh, man.
That's Hanging Mr. Cooper. We might have to watch Hanging Mr. Cooper.
It's good. It's funny.
I have a feeling, like, after the 2 decades of superhero comic book movies, I feel like we should go at least to maybe 1 or 2 seasons of just, like, our favorite sitcoms.
Okay, that's not bad.
And we'll probably pick, like, 5 and do like a poll of 5 ones that are everyone's favorites and shit.
Yeah, I could definitely do that.
Watch Golden Girls. We don't let them watching Golden Girls. Golden Girls is actually a good show. No, I watched it with Jackie. I watched a few episodes.
But you said favorite. Like, I'm trying to think, is Golden Girls my favorite? Because I like Seinfeld.
I like Seinfeld.
I like Hanging with Mr. Cooper a lot. But see, I more like I like the Wayans brothers. That's like my favorite.
The Wayans. I like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air a lot.
Fresh Prince is up there.
I like Scrubs. Scrubs is like one of my favorite TV shows.
See, I never got into Scrubs.
I just finished like the full the seasons I consider Scrubs.
Like, I really like King of Queens. You know what? Might be a surprise. I really like Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah, I've never watched a full episode of Everyone's.
The father on that show, he is the OG. Yeah. The father on that show is the best. Him and basically the father from what was the show I just said with Kevin James? Damn it.
King of Queens. Yeah, I remember they had like a spinoff, a team.
Those two guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what was it, Jerry?
He was on Jerry.
What's
He was in Seinfeld too. Like
yeah, he was the father. He was George's father.
Stiller.
Stiller. Thank you,
Something Stiller.
Jerry Stiller.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's
that's a funny ass dude. I'm just saying.
the Ben Stiller's daddy.
We'll see how old do we have to go? Because I'm about to say we put Sanford and Son up.
You know what? I like Sanford
my
Son.
shit.
I watched that like maybe a couple of years ago, and I actually really enjoyed it.
That's a funny ass show, dude.
Yeah. I
Sanford
cannot
and Son.
watch Family Matters anymore. I've tried.
Why not?
I can't stand
It doesn't hold
the
up for you?
comedy. I can't stand it.
I would have to
I
go
want
back
to punch Urkel in the throat every single time.
I mean, well, he's the ultimate. That's his job. You're supposed to.
No, but it's also the storylines. Like like the thing with especially this, like you had to get past the first season. The first season was boring as shit because you didn't get Urkel until like the second season or late in the first season.
Well, then you can skip that one.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like the subject matter doesn't age well because I'm just gonna say
No.
was kind of
No, the subject matter aged well. I just didn't find the comedy like that great. I wasn't entertained like that with that show.
But was it just the first season, or you remember if you watched the whole?
I watched. You know what? I think I watched a good chunk of it. I even watched the CBS ones, which were fucking terrible.
Yeah, they weren't great.
Oh, they were damn bad.
That isn't.
They were
You know what?
really
You
bad.
just reminded me. Yo, Perfect Strangers was good.
Perfect Strangers, right?
I like
That was a good one.
was-
So we'll go into it. Let's go back into Howard Duck before we go into
I don't want to, but we'll do it. All right.
But yeah, that's something in the idea in our idea banks of going to a sitcom.
This
and stuff
movie-
like that.
This movie makes me feel like I should be on the list. Like there's almost like this feeling of shame that comes over me in some of the scenes where I'm just like, I feel bad for the woman, Leah Thompson, who had to fall in love with this duck man, this alien duck man that came out of nowhere who was rude and called her toots and stuff. I'm just like, this shit is, like you said, Mark. This was definitely a product of his time.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I'm saying? But then again, it also came from that weird stint in the 80s where everything was like, it almost looked like they thought the world was going to go into this punk utopia because it opens up with these just weird, radical looking people when he gets to the planet Earth. Like at first it starts out with him on his duck planet. And I don't know what city it's supposed to be. It looks like it might be New York, but it doesn't have like Twin Towers.
You know what? Like this movie, like the cringeworthy of this movie was. You ever watched that movie with the dinosaur and Whoopi Goldberg?
Not the whole thing. I know what something Rex, right?
It gave me the douche chills of that movie, but with a lot more raunchier.
See, it was just seemed too sexual for no reason.
Way too.
Like there was a palpable sexual tension between the female lead and Howard the Duck, and I'm just like, this wasn't earned. This just came out of nowhere. He fell out of the sky, and now she wants to like pretend to have. No, and he's like, oh, I want to see human body. Like, no, go away, Duck Man, please. You're weird.
And the first job they give him is like in a sex fucking.
And it's what is up with that?
Like a brothel or some shit.
He ended up illegally in a brothel. What?
Yeah.
How's that where they make you work? What? And what was up with that pool of like green? Was that shit
I don't know.
that he kicked the dude into? What?
I haven't. I don't want to know what's in there.
I have so many questions.
That was
And
like
knowing-
the Guado. Once you go in, you can't see it.
Just like, bro, what are you doing? It feels like they had a bunch of props left over from Star Wars, and they just and George Lucas was like, you have to take this one character. I read him in wasn't he a Marvel character first, or was he a Marvel?
No,
character
he was
after?
a Marvel character. That was a Marvel comic book character.
It just felt like he saw the character,
Yeah.
fell in love with it, and was like, oh, you gotta make this movie.
Yeah.
And somehow I feel like this movie's about him.
Like again, I understand like the Howard the Duck. I actually read a lot of the Howard the Duck comics. I actually liked a lot of the old ones.
Is it like this?
It's very raunchy. They're like remember like the cartoon like Fizz the Cat kind of thing.
No, I didn't.
You ever heard of Fizz the Cat? It was kind of like an adult. It was like an adult cartoon with these cats and shit. It was very
I heard.
similar in that
Sorry.
storyline. It was very similar in that like that sense of humor kind of thing.
So it didn't come out of nowhere. Okay.
Yeah, so they had like a lot of raunchy like adult titles and things like that, especially like going in. But
Bruh,
that's what it would
this
kind of give
movie,
me a heads up for.
this movie opens up with duck people, and he comes home after a hard day's work. He opens up, he sits down, he lights up a stogie, he gets a beer. He watches his duck TV, and they have the equivalents of real life, like a game show. They have a drama. I mean, the humor is kind of funny.
Yeah,
Like, listen, when the girl, the female duck on the whatever their ER type show was, I'm in love with you, and then he goes, he's he's dead. Like he's in the middle of the operation trying to save a man, and the duck just died, and she's like, I love you. Like, yo, what is this? But he opens up a Playboy, a Play Duck magazine. I'm just like, why this duck got human nipples?
yeah,
Why it got human breasts on it?
yeah.
Like, it feels like this movie was trying so hard to be edgy. But again, if you said the comic book came from that type of stock,
yeah. Because even to this day, like his character is kind of still raunchy in a way, but they kind of brought him down like a little bunch of levels, and now it's like more. I actually know what the last comic reminded me of is Duckman.
but Duckman is funny.
Ray Jason Alexander, the new comic kind of reminds me of Duckman. Like that's the kind of humor it has now. But before it was very raunchy and things like that. And honestly, the thing with the Howard the Duck too, the comic got canceled a lot of the times because of that. Because during that time they had the comic code, so basically you only could do a certain extent two things. But like I said, like I think the idea behind this movie was kind of like the cartoon of Fizz the Cat. Honestly, if they would have been an animated movie, I think it would have been more graphic than what it was in this. But because Fizz the Cat was pretty graphic for cartoons back in the day. But yeah, it had that raunchiness, and had again, honestly, if it's something like now, I don't think that would have ever came out. It would have came out in a way, but it would not like that.
You know what? It's just, I think the thing that bothers me is that the timeline of everything, because it's a movie, none of it feels earned.
Yeah.
And it just feels like, why? Yeah. But why though?
Yeah.
But if that happened and an alien came out of this, a duck alien, like, would you fuck it? That's not what, but why though? Would you let it try to get you?
Yo, there's some people in the South that they're married to their pig, so I can't question that.
I'm just saying they were in a major metropolitan city. I forgot what, I think it was Ohio. I'm just like, but why though? And so, like, why entertain this? Don't play with them like that. Come on, man. But anyway,
he looked like the ducks. She got excited.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't, and but there was some parts when the doctor started talking to him in Donald Duck language. I was like,
I wanted Howard to punch him in the throat.
But
I really wanted Howard to punch him in the throat.
Tim Robbins' character as a scientist who initially, so Leah Thompson's character, Beverly Switzler, she's the first like human to find him and not try to beat him up and kill him and stuff.
Yeah,
which I thought was just like a crazy and weird running theme throughout the movie. Is just like every time somebody saw him, they screamed and ran or they wanted to kill him.
Yeah,
there was like no in between. It's just like I'm deathly afraid of you. I want to kill you.
It was like there was no like even close in between. It was just like I'm gonna murder your ass.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but the basically the through line is her character finds Howard the Duck in the alley. I guess she's about to be raped.
Yeah. Like,
because these two fans of hers come out there. What the dude is licking her hair as she's trying to get away from them, and I'm like, already it's just we starting off already. It's just too many cliches for me.
Yeah.
But so he comes out of the dumpster that he hid in from the biker gang called the Devil Sluts or something like that. Like they made sure to show you that on the back of their jackets as they drove by.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so he basically pulls a Batman, beats him up in the alley. They run off. He calls the baby man, which made me laugh because it was again the way things are depicted is like the world is on the brink of chaos, but also at the same time it's fine because I don't know, Merc, maybe maybe it's just me. I'm too young to have been around in the punk scene during the 80s, but I don't remember people wearing jackets with baby faces strapped to them with baby doll
Um,
faces. I
I
don't
live
remember that being a thing.
I live with someone that probably would do that. So I can see it happening.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go.
Yeah, yeah,
So I guess I guess they go that
yeah.
far.
Because
They go
they
that
do
hard.
like the leather. They have like a lot of the buttons and things like that too.
But baby faces
Yeah, they would do that. Yeah,
from dolls, they weren't small, Mark. They was from the dolls themselves. They were the heads of babies.
yeah. To reach his
It
own
was
kind of
so
thing.
weird.
Yeah, like
But anyway, those two guys, those two would-be rapists get thwarted,
yeah,
and so as was the day back in movies at this time, you save a woman, she instantly, oh, come back to my place, duck man. You know what I'm saying? So they start this type of friendship from her saving him, but already the raunch is there. He falls asleep after he tells her his story, and she believes him and whatnot because it's a duck man, and he wasn't. She determines he's not a man in a suit, right?
yeah,
He's an actual thing from another planet.
yeah.
Um, and she rummages through his wallet. She sees his little ID, his blooming ducks card,
Mhm.
and then like sees a condom in there. I'm just like, what the? Could you stop?
At least he's protected.
That's like 20 minutes in. Could you stop? And it's just like she puts a blanket on him, and that's another cliche of a person falls asleep. You just put a blanket on him. I was like, what if he's a hot sleeper? Don't put a blanket on him. Let him. Maybe he sleeps naked. Come on, man, leave him alone.
Hmm.
But anyway, so you got that cliche going on. And all the while there's the other through line of her being taken advantage of by the manager.
Yeah,
So she's with her bandmates, and that's where you see like Holly Robinson and the rest of the girls. Um, and they perform songs, and that's like kind of, I guess, her therapy is her performing, and like she wants to get somewhere with her
yeah,
career. And so she has a friend. I didn't realize it was because her bandmate's boyfriend was the guy in the museum. So that's where Tim Robbins' character comes in, and immediately he's just unlikable. He's just, once he sees Howard the Duck, like first it goes, okay, I'm gonna help you out, and immediately he runs out of the room and goes into the other room to tell everybody else what happened. He just starts screaming, I have it, and they, before he says what it is, he realizes it's a duck, and I can't tell them about this. I have to get this to myself. And he runs back, and it's just like, this guy's just a sniveling snake, isn't he? Like, I felt like he was gonna be the villain.
yeah,
Like they really don't paint him in a good light. So he's already annoying the main female character. He's already like, he's proved when they do the tests and he speaks to Donald Duck, like it's just, he's just like, oh my god, that should have me rolling.
I still
Then
wanted him to punch him in the throat.
Donald, yeah, freaking Howard wants to kill him too
Yeah,
when that happens. So he gets pissed off, they leave, like they're trying to storm out. The whole time he's blathering on about getting a Nobel Peace Prize and shit. So he's already a self-serving piece of garbage.
yeah,
And it's just like, all right. So the first person you show me, unlikable. And then they have a moment where Donald, I'm about to call him Donald, where Howard the Duck is like, I don't need your sympathy, blah blah blah, I'm gone.
yeah,
And she's just overacting her ass off. She does the whole, well, I'm gonna leave, and then turns around, does the stomp, the shoulders up, the face, you know what I mean, like everything. So it's like the vibe of this movie. It feels like it was going to be the raunch. It feels like it wanted to be two things. Like I said, it wanted to do the space raunch,
yeah.
but it also was like this almost kid-friendly movie where they overact.
Not
You
good
know what I
for me.
mean? Like it really like it wanted to be two things
Yeah,
at once. It's
yeah.
like, I get the whole thing of can we be both, but I mean it is PG.
I'm
But
surprised that's PG.
yeah, I'm surprised it was PG, especially with
Yeah,
the David
I'm
Duck.
like extremely surprised that shit's PG.
And it's just like, it was just losing me from there. And but thankfully when it takes a while though. It takes a while for it to pick up steam.
Yeah,
they have this moment where it's like they start singing love songs. There was a love song playing when they first met,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, why? It's hard. It's just like from the moment this movie starts, they're trying to make this duck and this woman basically romantic interest. It's just it didn't earn it, dude. That's part of my problem with this movie. It just didn't earn any of that stuff it was trying to push on you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So she was
crazy.
singing a
That's
song. She was like, "Oh, well, this is too depressing." Then she went back to playing her energetic rock music,
Yeah.
which I thought was better anyway. I think the girls did record, because if you look at some of the other girls from here, one of them, she's like she's actually a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
So I think they were like actually performing the music and stuff and singing and whatever. And they were good. Like, to be honest, their performances were part of the one thing I really liked about the movie. Like, I liked the end song. I liked the song they did in the club.
Yeah, it was actually performed by them.
Yeah, and then like they had the little thing where Howard got the manager. There was a sleazeball, and the guy was trying to buy the girls off of him.
Yeah.
And then the manager was like, "Oh no, well, you don't get him before I take advantage of him first." And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, they just ruthless. And so Howard has a bar fight, gets thrown off the bar, comes back, and then sticks the ice pick in the dude's earring.
Yeah.
And threatens to stab him in the face. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it goes from extreme to extreme.
Yeah.
And it's just like, God damn, man, this is all over the place. So, by that point in the movie, I wasn't out. But I was already just like, this movie is all over the place. The vibe is up and down, is about to be violent as hell. It's already got way too much sexual tension. And then it's trying to be like kid friendly on one front because it's a duck man. And I'm just like, what is going on, dude? And that's all before my actual favorite part of the movie, before they try to send him back to where he came from.
Yeah.
And that's where Jeffrey Jones' character comes in.
Yeah.
Walter Jennings. And he's basically like the most level-headed person. He knows what's going on. He knows why he's there. They found a feather that fell like after the science experiment went wrong and brought him through the wormhole or whatever. And they're like, okay, we're going to send him back. So before they get to send him back, they tried to start it up, and they brought interdimensional demons into the world.
Yeah.
And one of them basically, body snatches him, but not really. It's like it takes over his body, and he's slowly turning into a demon.
Yeah.
And at first they don't believe him. But then his voice is like the whole scene with the car chase where he's basically wigging out. It's like, oh, there's something inside of me ripping at my guts. It's transforming. He's saying everything is doing to him, and I was just dying. Like, to be honest, he's my favorite character in the movie.
I think he was
his overacting.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, his overacting and all that. It was just the best. So.
He always plays a good villain too. He always plays that good, weird fucking character.
And I was surprised because he was introduced as a major like good guy.
Yeah. And
then he just turns into a villain. I'm like,
possessed.
But you know what? His overacting, his voices, I loved it. I loved every part of him and his the part in the diner where they try to kill Howard and he just goes on a rampage with his psychic powers and stuff from the demon within. That part was cool. Like, he slammed Howard into the ceiling and basically left him unconscious and took the girl to get more power.
Yeah.
He had a funny but like gross scene where a tentacle came out of his mouth.
Yeah.
And they stuck it into the lighter part of the truck that he stole. It was just nuts. He went into the reactor pretty much like a movie we're gonna see soon.
Yeah.
That's much worse than this movie. much worse than this movie.
Yes.
Sad
thing we got
Nuclear Man, Nuclear Man, y'all. We still gotta see Nuclear Man.
Sadly, we have a lot of worse movies than this. So getting there.
But like everything involving him was the best. When he blew up the cars on the highway, like that shit was cool as hell.
He was a good character.
He was the best character, and he looked cool at the end when he had that glowing red aura. Like, oh, he looks dope. He kind of reminded me like a messed up Dr. Wily.
Yeah.
But yeah, like again, I said my piece. I didn't really like a lot of the characterization of like Howard, that doctor.
Yeah,
I didn't like the weird sexual tension. I didn't like
way
the
too much.
it's just that the so many characters just being mad rapey.
Yeah.
Mad rapey. Just what? Bruh, you ain't gotta I
Man.
get it was the 80s, but damn, everybody ain't gotta be trying to rape somebody. Come on.
Yeah. And then
Just ugh.
and then also
Um,
it being PG. I'm like, just extremely.
mhm.
I'm still extremely shocked that this is a PG movie.
Yeah. Like you said, Mark, product of his time, because you can get away with a hell of a lot.
Yeah, because
I'm surprised there wasn't children smoking. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. That would just like be the icing on the cake. Like even like when she was laying with freaking Howard, like I was like, wow, really? And that's PG. Sheesh.
But I get that she was playing with him, but I'm like, why are you
Doesn't
playing with him
matter.
like
Yeah.
that? Like, come on, man. Like, bruh,
All right.
sis,
So
relax.
what's gonna be your verdict of this movie?
I was gonna give it a 2.75, and I'm on the fence now. I think I'm giving it a 2.5,
2.5.
and saying that it's mostly off of the strength of Jeffrey Jones' performance in this movie,
Okay.
because his character was the best.
Yeah.
It really was. It was over the top. It had a lot of like dry humor to him. He did the coolest stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was my main. He was the MVP for me. That was
Yeah.
it.
I'm still really shocked that this is a PG movie. So I'm like, oh shit. The duck. I think I'll give it. I don't think I'm gonna go with 2.5 as well. Like there was things I liked about it, but again, it was kind of just. It was just like again, it's a product of its time. Like this is a lot of shit that you can't do now, and they did a lot of things that I'm surprised. Again, it was PG-13. PG, not even PG-13. PG.
PG. Yes.
I think there are a lot better movies on this list, but it's not that far to the end as well. So,
True.
this is gonna go right behind Superman 3 on my list. So right now, mine is Superman 2 number 1, Flash Gordon number 2, Toxic Avenger number 3, Superman the movie number 4, Weird Science number 5, Superman 3 number 6, Howard the Duck number 7. Lone Ranger number 8, Supergirl number 9, and Condom War number 10. I'm just going to do the top 10, so Sheena is out the countdown.
Yeah.
Good for her. And yours is Toxic Avenger, Superman 2, Superman the movie, Flash Gordon, Weird Science, Superman 3, Howard the Duck, Legend of the Lone Ranger, Supergirl, and Condor Man.
That sounds about right.
Next movie on the list is Masters of the Universe, starring Dolph Lundgren.
You know what? This movie scared me as a kid, so we'll see.
I did not like this movie.
Skeletor was horrifying.
Yeah. So right now, for the month of March, I think we have 3 more weeks. We have Masters of the Universe, RoboCop, Superman 4, and Batman. So that'll be the next 4 movies.
Can't wait till we get to RoboCop. God damn it.
Oh God, we got Superman 4 though.
Nuclear Man. Damn it.
Yeah. So that's our countdown for now for our comic book superhero movies of 2 decades. We have the list of our top 10. I'll put them up on our Facebook group. So if you actually want to see our top 10 or the full list of the movies we're going to, I'll put the list up so you guys can follow and watch. I actually sent this to my my bro's wife, Emmy, so because she wanted to see some of the movies that are on the list. So I sent her the list.
Nice.
That is it.
Yes, sir.
Howard
yes,
the Duck is done.
Thankfully.
Yes.
What a strange film.
Yeah.
What a strange movie.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
So, all right. I guess we wrap this up.
Yeah. On that note, thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere, Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud and Spotify. And also, check out the WordPress.
Yep.
Where you at, Mark?
I am on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch TV, and SoundCloud. All Mark the Mic. Follow our Red Cyclone Spotify page. Is the easiest way to get our podcast because all of them are on there. Follow me, Gets Better, I Swear, to our Shell Shock, which has a new episode, to Not a Trekkie and the Gamer Rage podcast. Our weekly is Get Better, I Swear, and our weekly, the Wrestling Babble podcast. So definitely listen, check, like, subscribe, share. Share with your homies, share with people you hate, share everybody.
And also, just to say it again, happy belated birthday to Tenacious T.
Yes, go fuck himself. Nah, happy birthday, Tenacious T. I hope a midget punches you in the dick. I gotta hire Hornswoggle. I don't see how much Hornswoggle costs, so I could just get him to low blow.
Much.
Probably not that much. Just a low blow Tommy one day. Just like get out the car, low blow him, and
just go.
That's it. Always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Because he got them. No, he's not supposed to have them, but he got them. Somebody gave it to him.
We might hire Hornswoggle for him too to stop with those sandwiches.
You know, yeah, definitely.
We watching, and then we know you watching too. So be careful.
Put him in a barbed wire explosive death match. You keep it up, man.
Yeah, man.
Don't eat that.
Peace out. Laters.